A severe monsoon storm struck Prescott Valley and surrounding areas in Yavapai County on Monday, July 20th. Extreme rainfall accompanied by strong winds triggered sudden flash flooding, mass power outages, widespread damage, and emergency situations in several communities.
This is crazy. Look at this.
Now it's all overflow stuff, yeah. I'm gonna call Terry real fast so you can see this truck that's stuck here. Okay, love you.
According to safety authorities, heavy rainwater runoff from the slopes of Mount Mingus was the primary cause of the rapid overflow of water. In some northern neighborhoods, flash floods reached over 1.5 meters or 5 feet. The powerful currents even swept and floated 4 giant shipping containers along the highway.
All of that is going over the road and flooding the side yard. Oh my gosh, police cars are patrolling the road.
The storm caused extensive damage to property. Strong winds uprooted trees, knocked down power poles, and damaged public facilities. On State Route 89A, a semi-trailer truck was captured on camera completely overturned by the wind and flooding. Furthermore, lightning strikes and fallen trees damaged power lines, triggering mass power outages in thousands of homes.
Look at them coming across. Look at them coming across the fire. Look at this thing. A stampede.
Residential areas along Roundup Drive, specifically between Viewpoint Drive and Robert Road, were the worst affected area. Deep water also isolated neighborhoods around Fulton Drive and the area north of Spouse. In the area around Fulton Drive and Roundup Drive, muddy brown floodwaters not only inundated the streets, but also seeped into homes. The Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority immediately deployed rescue teams after the storm hit. Crews successfully conducted swift water rescues for 3 vehicles trapped in the floodwaters. Fortunately, thanks to the quick response of the joint team, no fatalities or injuries were reported in the emergency incident. Local government officials and Prescott Valley Public Works crews are actively clearing debris, but several roads remain closed. Traffic lights have been hobbled, large trees have been uprooted blocking arterial roads, and several areas have been isolated by deep water.
This is the river. It's covered both paths, the one behind my house and the upper path up there.
Starting to hail in the middle of the summer.
Outside the water was coming through the door.
Residents in Prescott Valley stated they had never seen water levels reach such heights in local streams, noting that the water levels were much higher than usual and sounded like a river. Some witnesses showed videos of the storm ravaging their neighborhoods, bringing pea-sized hail. Others noted that this storm was far worse than previous weather events.
This is the most rain frickin' Prescott Valley.
The storm dumped a massive volume of water in a matter of hours, exceeding the absorption capacity of the hard, dry desert soil. The extreme rainfall spilled over the slopes of Mingus Mountain, creating surface water flows that rapidly moved towards low-lying residential areas.
Oh, there's the cows in the water. You see it? I don't know if it's gonna make it.
Well, it's been raining for about an hour now, maybe longer than that, so there's my creek.
The situation in Prescott Valley following the monsoon storm on Monday night remains critical in some areas. Local authorities and residents are dealing with the immediate impact of extensive damage and floodwaters that have not yet fully receded.
Very run down. None of the rides worked properly anymore. They just let it go. Look at that. So,
I know.
I remember feeling very sad.
Unbelievable.
As of around 8 p.m., firefighters were still working diligently to move the containers back to their original lots. One container was found drifting miles down a residential street. Thousands of homes in Prescott Valley have been in the dark since a storm damaged a major power line.
Oh my gosh, I have to go inside, it's crazy.
The National Weather Service has issued a series of emergency warnings since Monday afternoon in anticipation of extreme monsoon weather. NWS Flagstaff officially issued a flash flood warning, which remains in effect until the evening. Radar detected extremely heavy rainfall in the Prescott metropolitan area, which could trigger life-threatening emergency flooding on roads and low-lying areas. Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority crews responded to a flurry of emergency calls starting at 5 p.m. north of the city. They successfully conducted 3 single-person swift water rescues involving drivers trapped in sinking cars. Officials urged all residents in safe areas to remain indoors to clear the streets to avoid impeding emergency vehicles. City public works crews are still working to clean up the city. However, the biggest challenge now is the threat of further storms. The ground in Prescott Valley is already saturated, so if heavy rain falls again in the next few days, new flash floods could form much more quickly and be just as destructive. The National Weather Service warned that the risk of further flash flooding remains active through Friday due to persistently high monsoon humidity. Therefore, authorities urge residents to stay away from vulnerable areas such as creeks and dry waterways that could overflow quickly, as well as low-lying road intersections.
Well, it's been raining for about an hour now, maybe longer than that. So there's my creek.
The storm that struck Prescott Valley was a severe monsoon storm, triggered by a combination of extreme weather factors typical of the summer in the southwestern United States. Wind patterns over Arizona shifted direction, bringing with them a high level of tropical humidity. The rapidly rising hot air formed giant cumulonimbus clouds, producing locally intense thunderstorms in a very short time.
Oh, Lordy.